Hello, welcome to this video. This is going to be a mini haul of just some of the books that I have picked up recently. It was recently my birthday, and so about half of these were birthday gifts from family, and some of them are going to be from used bookstores, or Target is a place I get a lot of my books. And so I'm going to share with you what these books are about, what intrigued me about them, and why I want to read them. And so let's jump into it. The book I am most excited for is by Grady Hendrix. And so that one is Horror Store. This one doesn't even look like a book. It looks like a catalog, like an IKEA catalog, maybe. This was $14.99 and I found it at Barnes & Noble. And you can see the front, it looks like IKEA. And then the back, it's like apocalyptic IKEA. It looked very interesting, first of all, the format. And then second of all, the story sounds really good. It's a haunted house story in a contemporary setting like IKEA instead of like an old mansion or something. So even when you open it inside, it looks like a legit manual, right? But it's a book. It's like an actual story. There goes my receipt. That scared me. Okay, anyway. So this book, it is about this store where things are kind of going awry, and some people volunteer to work like a overnight shift to see what's happening, and things are going missing. What else does it say? Bookshelves, water goblets, smashed wardrobes. Sales are down and security cameras reveal nothing. So this sounds super good. I'm really, really excited for this one. It's a very short read. It looks like there are 243 pages. And I was just laughing because I opened it to the very back and there's like coupons in here. That's just so random. I love it. And I recently picked up some other books by the same author. I think I now have almost all the books by Grady Hendrix. So I'm really excited to read them all. And then maybe I'll do like a rating. This is a book I wanted for my birthday, Stephen King's Carrie. I really love this movie. I think I like a lot of Stephen King movies, like Christine, Pet Sematary, and Carrie. Those are like my top 3, but I've never read the books. And so I asked for this one for my birthday. My mom got this one for me because she's the one who introduced me to movies like this. And so this is about a girl named Carrie who has like telekinetic properties, which means she can move stuff with her mind. And a classmate kind of offers her friendship and a way to feel like normal until she's not actually a friend, I guess. And Carrie kind of creates a lot of terror. I just remember a lot of people die in the movie. So a book that is on my TBR for August, which I hope to get around to. I had it rented from the library, but I kept wanting to own it. And so the library had to return it, and I was like, I'm just gonna buy it. It's like $8 at Target. There's Someone in Your House by Stephanie Perkins. I just think I like the cover. I like the title. I think it's pretty. It'll be pretty on the bookshelf. So I wanted to get this one because I really want to read it. I think it'll be a fast read. And this one, it's about a girl who moves to Nebraska, and a lot of her classmates are getting murdered. And I'm wondering if she'll survive. I'm hoping she'll survive, the main character. So I'm excited to read this one. So again, it's a good price at Target, and I picked it up. Another book that I picked up from Target is Ace of Spades, and I know I'm not going to say this author's name right. I'm hoping you guys know how to say it. I'm terrible with names. I don't even know if I say all these people's names wrong. right. I probably do say them all wrong. This one I've had my eye on for a long time. It's sounded really good, and I think the cover is very pretty. That's always how they get me in the bookstore. Gotta have a pretty cover. So this one, it's about two students at this academy, and they're both part of the senior prefects. So they are smart cookies, and someone who goes by the name Aces is sending them messages, like signaling them out. And it is a suspense novel. They're gonna have to try to figure out who Aces is and what they want and why they're targeting them. So I'm excited to read this. I really like school-based books and like dramas and TV shows and stuff. If it's school-based, I'm usually like into it. So I'm hoping I'll like this one. And now I have some books that I picked up at a used bookstore, and I feel like I hit the jackpot with these. I got this one for $5.50, This Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. I still have yet to read a book by Victoria Schwab, but I have quite a few of them. They all sound so good to me. The next one I want to get, I think, is Vicious. So this book is about someone named Kate who wants to prove that she could stand beside her father. And then there's someone named August who wants to be a human because they're a monster who could steal a soul with a song. Hence the title, This Savage Song, right? So the city is divided, and both of these characters, Kate and August, kind of see both sides of the stories. And so I'm guessing they're going to help each other to unite the city to save it. Yeah. I was able to pick up A Taste for Love for $2, and this is by Jennifer Yen. This sounds like a very sweet book, and what got me is the milk tea and boba on the cover. Yummy, right? So this one is about a girl named Liza who is a pretty rebellious daughter, and she enters this baking competition with her mom, or for her mom, to prove that she's not just a rebel. And she gets there to find out that this whole thing has been set up like by her mother, and there's a bunch of, I think, Asian American men there, or boys for her. Yeah, Asian American men for her to date. So she's kind of like the Bachelorette in this situation. And what goes even worse is she starts to fall for someone, which is not what she had planned, falling for someone that her mother had handpicked for her. So this just sounds like it'll be really cute. It's a very short book too, so cute. I was in a very Pride and Prejudice kind of mood, and I think that's because I finished Pride and Premeditation recently. And so while I was at this used bookstore, I found two books that are kind of based off of Pride and Prejudice. So first one is one that I wanted to read when it came out a while ago, but I just forgot about it. Death Comes to Pemberley by P.D. James. So this one is, I got it for $1 first off, which is super cool. It's a hardback, and it looks like it's in very good condition. That's always like the best, right? So this is 6 years after Pride and Prejudice takes place. And we have Elizabeth and Darcy in their new estate. They have 2 kids. This is, there's a ball. And then, I don't know if you remember from Pride and Prejudice, but Lydia runs off with Wickham. And so at this ball, they come back. They were banned, or at least Wickham was banned from Pemberley. And so at this ball, Lydia shows up to see her sister, and she starts saying, like, Wickham was murdered. And so that's the mystery. What happened to Wickham? So it just sounds cool. I don't, I have to be in a mood to read Pride and Prejudice and like historical type stuff, so I'll save that for when I'm in the mood for it. The second Pride and Prejudice themed book that I got is called Pride by Ibi Zoboi. So I probably said that wrong. Oh my goodness. But there it is. I didn't know that this book existed. I got it for $5.50 at the used bookstore. And this is they call it a remix. It is a Pride and Prejudice remix. It takes place in Brooklyn with the main character's name is Zuri. She has Afro-Latino roots, and in her neighborhood in Brooklyn, the Darcy family moves in, and she's not into it. Like, she's not into them being there. But we all know that she's gonna fall for the Darcy-like character, right? The last 3 books here are in a series. I got the box set for my birthday. It is Maureen Johnson's series here. I think there's another one that had just come out, Box in the Woods. So I wanted to read these before I pick up that other book in the series. And these were on Amazon. It was like $17 for the 3 books. One on its own is usually $12, so I thought that was a really good deal. The first book is called Truly Devious, and this one is about an academy, which is or a private school in Vermont, and there was a missing persons issue that went on here. And so there's the character Stevie, the main character, is starting at the school, and what they want to do is solve the cold case and figure out what happened to the missing person. Second book in this series is called The Vanishing Stair, and I only read a little bit of the synopsis because I don't want to spoil it for myself, because I tend to do that when I look at series and read what they're all about. I get spoiled. So this one, Stevie is the main character, she still wants to solve the cold case, but someone in her class is murdered and she's pulled out of the academy, and she wants to try to get back there so she can figure out what's happening. Book 3, The Hand on the Wall. So in this one, there is yet another murder at the academy. What is happening, right? And so this is still her trying to figure out what the heck is going on. So there we have it. Those are some of the books that I have picked up recently or received for my birthday, and I'm very excited to read them. Most of all, let's see, the ones I'm most excited for, I bet you could probably guess, are these 2. I hope this one's not too gory, because I was hesitant to buy it because it sounded kind of gory. But this one, I'm so excited. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that some of these books sounded good to you and that you'll be able to buy them or rent them from your library. And I hope to update you once I read them. And I'm very, very excited to jump into some of these stories. They all sound very good. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye-bye. And this is called Wow. Okay, nope, I got that wrong. Oh, let me read it real quick. And I don't know if that made any sense, so